Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Well, I hope everyone at home is hungry. Grazing Queens is a fine food styling company that hosts charcuterie board workshops, and Alexandra and Stephanie are here with us to show us how to put a board together. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, we're in the presence of royalty here with the Grazing Queens. I've never seen more beautiful charcuterie boards, and these are just some of your examples.
Yes.
Tell us about what you guys do.
Yeah, so we started a workshop company officially back in October, so not quite a year yet. And what we do is we have a website. You can sign up for our workshops there. And then you show up the day of the event and you can make a beautiful grazing board.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, should we go over the pronunciation of charcuterie boards?
Charcuterie.
I know, like, don't you see that all over online? Remember when they first made it big and everyone was like, how do you say this?
Yes.
And it was like the most complicated thing,
Yes.
and now it's like
Yes.
second language to those of us
Yes.
who snack.
It's funny you say that because my kids constantly correct people. I think it's hilarious because they're young kids, so yeah.
You know what? Once you're a pro, always a pro.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about maybe just layouts of some of the board options and what you guys go for with, you know, that artistic kind of view of what it should look like.
Yeah, you know, I think the most important thing on the grazing board is the arrangement and the opposition of colors. You know, you want to build your board so it has all of the colors, but not necessarily right next to each other. So as you can see, you know, the grapes are opposing the kiwi and whatnot. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a... I don't even know.
There's a lot going on.
There's an entire produce aisle beautifully displayed right here because we have nuts, cheeses, I think some honey, meats, the whole thing, right?
Yes, everybody gets to leave with a cute little dipper. Isn't that fun?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I see.
yes,
A nice
I love
little
those.
mini
It's the
jar.
twirl for me. Yeah.
Okay, so basically you have us set up as if we were coming to your workshop, which
Yes,
I love.
yes.
So tell us about kind of this example of what we're going to try to build today.
Yes, so if you look here, this is our salami rows. We usually build these in our classes, not all of them, but most of them.
Okay.
And it's just one of the techniques that you would learn. So I can show you ladies if you would like.
Yeah, I'm ready to
So
dive
what we
in.
do is we start with this ramekin. This is a 2.5-inch ramekin. You can find this on Amazon. And what you do is you take your first piece of salami.
Okay.
I'll have you grab that. You can set your ramekin down.
Okay.
And you're going to fold it in half, just one simple fold.
Okay.
And what we are going to do with this fold is create our flower petal. So you'll go ahead and you'll stick it in on the inside of the ramekin.
Okay.
Just pick one side, doesn't matter. You'll take another piece of salami and you can do the same thing. This is an Italian dry aged salami soaked in red wine, some cracked pepper in there and garlic. Take the second salami piece and put it on the opposing side of that ramekin.
This should be a PSA. Everyone get your salami out at home.
Yeah. Yes.
Get
Or
your
hit the
little-
record button and you can watch later.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so you have two pieces there creating that nice little
Okay.
petal base. Take a third piece, do the same thing.
We're just
And
folding
pop
it like
it
a
in
little
there.
taco.
Yes, yes.
And
I always
lining
say
it.
lettuce side up.
Yeah. Cute.
Yes.
Okay, so just overlap over the two. Okay.
Yep, and then stick it in until you have 4 pieces here,
Okay.
creating that beautiful base.
Voila.
You're doing so good.
I'm like focused. I'm
Yes.
trying so hard not to eat it.
I know, I'm ready for
There'll
a
be,
snack
there'll be
too.
time for that.
Yeah.
There'll be time for that.
Okay.
All right, so once we've got this beautiful base going, we are going to work on the rosebud. So again, you'll take it right in half, fold it down, and then press it to your cutting board here, and you'll want your lettuce side to your left. So if you want to flip that around, and you'll want to put it toward the bottom, closest to your belly. So we're going to roll this.
Okay.
All right, so take another piece, do the same thing, and you'll want to cover the first 2/3 of that first piece that you have down and press gently, exposing about 1/3 of it. I always like to use my finger kind of as a guide as well. So there you go. Take your next piece, lay it down, 3 pieces, and we want to go 4 total. Very good. You guys are good listeners. Love it.
I love this. Do we get a grade at the end?
You
This
do.
might be my best work yet.
Your grade is GQ.
Okay.
All right, so
We
what
have
you'll
4.
do,
Yep, now-
starting at the base here, again, closest to your belly, you'll want to just fold and gently roll. It's okay if it's not completely tight. We can fix that later.
Yeah, how to, yeah.
So,
I'm like,
should end up with a bud that looks something like that.
Oh,
you can see the
Lord.
bottom. Don't want to put that side up. The top
feel like
side.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
I think I did it.
Beautiful.
You did.
All right, so you can go ahead and just stick that right in there. Yes, tops, and it's not quite done yet. So
Okay.
if you want to just make some room in there, let's say it starts to unfold on its own. This meat is still a little cold, so it might not. But at home, sometimes you run into that complication of maybe it just kind of looks a little bit loose in there. You can take an extra piece, that's why I've given you each one, fold it over, and just create one small bud right there.
A little baby one.
Yes, and you can put that in. And I always teach this technique because at home you're not going to have this perfect 2.5-inch ramekin. You may have a big bowl, and you may run into that complication of the meat just looking a little loose. So you can go ahead, put that in there, give the sides a little fluff.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
and there you
cute.
have it.
Okay, yours looks better than mine. but
Well, practice makes perfect. You should come to one of our workshops.
Yes.
Mistakes happen, and that's okay.
Sophia's
That is a
salami
ve-
rose
that
in
is
full
so
bloom,
nicely-
just
Yep.
trying to pop
There
on
we
out.
go.
There we go. Okay. Okay, you know what? Much simpler than you think it's going to be. So relax in case you're a little intimidated by how to do it. That was perfect.
Right.
Okay, we have so much more coming up with our queens right here, right after the break. We're going to get into some ins and outs and how you guys can get involved too. Stick around.